Hey guys, it's episode 85 of This Isn't Cereal in My Bowl. I am your host, Ian Compton, and I'm going to explain how we're changing things up here in a bit for the podcast. But we got an interesting episode up ahead, so thanks for tuning in this new release Friday. And hit it, baby Dave. Sunday. So as you just heard, a day of the week was just said Sunday because I'm recording this on Sunday, and how since Matt's going to be going away for a while and not be able to do the podcast, how I'm going to format the show, I do believe, is that I'm going to record little snippets of what I'm thinking each day, and just compile the episode that way, so you get what's in my bowl for the whole week. Yeah, that's how I think it's going to go. So today's Sunday, January 29th. Get ready to go to work here in like 15 minutes. So it's like around like 3 o'clock. Ugh, pretty tired. For no other reason, just I'm lazy. I've been killing the new season of Marin. I'm on episode 12. I was talking to Josh about this. You know, it's a good show. It's a good binge show. Lighthearted. You don't think too much in it, but some of the acting is pretty. But it's an enjoyable show. I mean, I'm killing the season in a few days, so obviously I like it. But I've also been getting ready. Me and Matt are talking about, and see in the next couple of days here. Me and Matt are talking about the new Fleetwood Mac Rumors anniversary, 40 years, Friday the 4th, and so I've been doing a lot of research for that, and I actually found, so it's like amazing how old Fleetwood Mac is such a mystery. Like you can't find, so in between the Peter Green beginning Fleetwood Mac, when they were a straight up English like blues band, and the well known classic, Christine McVie, Mick Fleetwood, John McVie, Lindsey Buckingham, Stevie Nicks lineup of Rumors and Tusk and all that. There's this whole other like stretch of like 6 albums where they had different different members, different leaders come in and out. One dude left to join a cult, like craziness. And Laurel and I were listening to Mystery to Me. We were intrigued by the album cover because it is what looks like a gorilla eating a piece of cake. So it was a pretty interesting, and the colors are very bright and stuff. And it's a damn good album. Like, holy moly. I think one of the dudes on the album was named Bob Welsh. He was one of the main songwriters. And Christine McVie was another main songwriter. So this is just missing. It has a few members and missing Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks. This is like 2 or 3 albums before they would join the mix. First song, Emerald Eyes, is awesome. Believe Me, it's awesome. Just Crazy Love is awesome. Hypnotize is just man, you can get lost in that beat. For real, every song, Miles Away, they do a cover of For Your Love, which is pretty good. The Way I Feel, damn, really good album. Really underrated, honestly. The album cover's so cool. He's such a cute gorilla. Look at all the icing dripping out of his mouth. But that's been a really good listen. And 2 days in a row I've been listening to it. Found that yesterday, Saturday. It's been really good. Some new releases that came out that I've checked out. There's just a few I still need to get through, but I checked out that Sacred Paws album, Strike a Match. Super, super good. I kind of lose interest towards the end of the album, but man, the first half of it's just solid. Nothing, Rest, Everyday, Empty Body, Wet Graffiti, all solid, solid songs. Even the title track, Strike a Match. The mix of horns they throw in are awesome. All the guitar lines and with that tone and the licks, they all have a similar quality to them, but they work into the overall sound of the band, and it just works. It's awesome. Very cool listen. Definitely came through. I was excited to listen to it, and it definitely came through. And a surprise listen, Horse Thief, I thought would just be this whatever indie rock, but the more I listened to it, it's really well done indie rock. I think Matt talked about it last year with what was their name? They came out with two albums, one more straight like indie rock and one indie pop. Islands. Yeah, it's not that they're not reinventing the wheel; they're just really doing the wheel well, and that's what I'm getting with Horse Thief. The album's called Trials and Truths. Another Youth is awesome. Drowsy Empire. Yeah, really cool album. Really enjoying it. And yeah, so that's all I checked out so far, new release wise. Uh, at work, our playlists, every once in a while I get surprised and I really enjoy what I'm hearing. Like television is on the playlist at work, and I really enjoyed that. But I checked out the album, and I'm not really enjoying the album, but the song Cinnamon by Pale Hound is a really good song. The rest of the album doesn't match how good this song is. Cool dream pop, straight up awesome song. Strangely enough, I've also been falling into listening to It's a Wonderful Life by Sparkle Horse. I've fallen into listening to that album quite a bit as well in the past couple of days. Other than that, I've just been, some changes have happened in my life. I'm going to keep close in my, up my sleeve right now, but some changes are afoot. A lot of projects are underway for me. Exciting times are happening, so that's really exciting. I've been just, like killing Marin, taking it easy, jumping into these things slow. But yeah, Sunday I'm just going to go to work. I decided that I'm taking a pomelo and a yogurt to work. And if that is not satisfying, I will go get a dollar slice of pizza from Two Bros Pizza. Monday. Mother, mother, mother. So many of you crying. I cannot stop listening to Marvin Gaye. So, I don't know why, but last night at work, after work, I always play whatever I want to to clear my head and to have a good close. And I just couldn't find what I wanted. I went from, oh my goodness, a few new release albums to to Hands, a melodic hardcore album, to I finally settled on What's Going On, Marvin Gaye, and I realized, shit, this song is perfect for the times. What is going on? No one's listening to anyone. It's crazy. So much hate is being spewed. Oh my goodness, ban on Muslims, and then people aren't going to listen to the courts, and like, who has power anymore? Steve Bannon has the power of a general? What the fuck? At least we have music. And there's love out there somewhere. So there's something to be said. But I'm having a good week still. I finished One Punch Man last night. One Punch! What a great show. It was a pretty killer boss battle. Satsuma had a pretty, he had a little run for his money with that dude. Yeah, guys, they need to make the next season if they haven't already. I was looking into it. It looks like they were in production. What a great anime. Anime is such a cool genre of television. Oh, I don't know if I talked about it yesterday, but the Derek Trucks' uncle, Butch Trucks, original drummer of the Allman Brothers, shot himself in front of his wife yesterday. Or not yesterday, but a couple of days ago. That's pretty screwed up. Yeah, the more I listen to the Sacred Paws album, Strike a Match, the more like, there's some good songs, just like the Horse Thief. Like, there's good songs on the album, but as the album as a whole is, it's okay. Not a top 10 album. Definitely not. Tuesday. Last day of January. Holy moly, already a month in, and Trump is trying to wreck the place. Jeez. Banning Muslims. A friend said something on Facebook. It seems that Trump, or maybe puppeteered by Bannon, is testing the waters, per se. Testing how far he can push Congress, how far he can push the courts and us. What they can get away with, what they can't get away with. Fuck that. When did we get into the apocalypse? Holy moly, I don't know what to do. What the hell are we gonna do? What do you... fuck it. I'm gonna keep doing my New Year's resolution. Have fun with this shit while it lasts. Don't take anything too seriously, and get right with the Lord, whatever that entity might be. I'm still searching for that one. Last day of January. slow month, but actually, I got some more out of it than I thought. I'll probably talk about it with Matt at some point, but New Bonobo Migration was awesome. The XX had a few good songs that were really cool. That Sacred Paws album's really dope. Loyal Coroner is cool. Um, a few tracks off that Horse Thief out. I guess I checked out more albums towards the end, so maybe if I would have done my job and looked up things, I could have found it. Speaking of new music, my good buddy Nicky T, who fronts Portrait People and also drums and String Machine, just released a little acoustic song called Shut It Off. That's right, shut it off. Stop listening to the crazy world. Change yourself to change the world around you. It's a cool little protest song. It doesn't really sound like a protest song until you start listening to it a little deep and you're like, yeah, okay, yeah. It's a little bit of a protest song there, Nick. It's a good song. It's a good jam. Great job, buddy. Also, I have to stop this. When I'm not talking to Matt, it's like I don't have enough things to do. Yeah, that's just me rubbing my hands together. Maybe I'll play with this plant to make the aesthetic a little nice today. I put this plant on my little table that I do. It's funny, gang? I record this every week with my mic on a TV dinner food table that Laurel and I got at Target. And they painted it black, but it's chipping, and I wish it wasn't black. Because it's just chipping, and then the wood's underneath. And it makes you wonder, what's the point? What's the point? I was talking about something. Oh, new music. Mac DeMarco just announced that his new album, This Old Dog, is going to be out May. And I listened to the two singles that came out, This Old Dog and My Old Man. Yeah, I'm excited. It's super good. I was reading up on what he had to say about it so far, and he wrote this in between during his move from New York to LA, which is a bummer, by the way. It's mostly acoustic with synth. Like, he sat on it instead of just releasing it, and it comes out. It's real mellow. It's so good. I am actually really impressed how good these two songs are. Just like Nicky T, Mac DeMarco just knows how to write a song. He has this sound. It's like he was touched by something. It was just like, you shall have a sound that no one else has, and it's kind of similar, but no one else has, and you shall excel at it. And pretty much every song he writes good. Jeez Louise. String Machine, David Beck, they just did a live session over at WPTS. It's the Pitt radio show, University of Pittsburgh. And they just released 2 live videos from that today. Living Room and Go to Canada. 2 of my favorite tracks off the album. So you guys should check that out. It's on YouTube and it's being shared around the interwebs and all that stuff. Guys, I mean, not that I'm a huge Asia fan. The lead dude from that, and he also played bass in King Crimson, John Wetton, died from colon cancer today. That's a bummer, man. I almost saw Asia once. Me and Whitey, David McCandless. I was in high school. I forget what year, what age. But I remember him being like, "Hey man, my dad just he won 2 free tickets to see Asia. Do you want to go?" And I remember I was just like, "No, I don't really want to go." We didn't go, and I really wish I would have gone, because in the heat of the moment I said no, but if only. And now he's gone, and now I'll never see Asia again, which I'm probably one of the few people that, don't be mean to the guy, he just died. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I got this tradition lately after work, or if Laurel doesn't get me one at her work, I'll stop in my little bodega and get myself a kombucha. I really like drinking kombucha. Every night, the same old dude works the counter. He always has this gray little, what's the trainer from Rocky? Has one of those, a little bigger, but. And yeah. Hi, how are you? I'm good, man. Pay for my thing. And I've just witnessed too many people. Bodega dudes deal with some shit. All right, they deal with some shit. And the last few nights, people have been weird and I work, customer service. I get how people can be. So I don't know. I give them little quips, little smart ass glances or little thing. I always go, keep on keeping on, man. Keep on doing the good work. He always gets a little laugh, but I want to be friends with him so badly. I want me and him to be tight. He seems so wise. He seems like he knows so much. I know he works at a bodega. I just see wisdom there, My new best friend, Bodega Man, I shall call him. I will keep you updated with things are happening in his and I's life. Shit, you guys see the Bandcamp is donating all its proceeds? I don't know how long, but it's donating all the proceeds to ACLU. Yeah, fight the good fight. This comes off of after, I forget how much they raised, but Pine Grove raised a shat ton on their Bandcamp. Oh God, I almost forgot. Danny Brown and Paul White are releasing a new EP, Accelerator, next week. It's like 2 new tracks and like 2 instrumentals from those tracks. But like, shit, it's going to be really cool. Paul White was the producer on Atrocity Exhibition. He also did an album with Open Mike Eagle. He's just this white dude from England, I do believe, but he can produce the hell out of a song. I tell you what. I'm really excited. New Danny Brown, who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? I've been in my room all day today, recording and doing other things. And I only left to go make way too much eggplant parmesan. Way too much eggplant parmesan. But I felt good, guys, because some people were moving in next door in my apartment building, and I went, knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. And I said, hey, I made way too much eggplant parmesan. Would you like some of this? And they took it. They said they hadn't eaten all. They didn't have any food. And I was like, bam, I just helped you out.
Wednesday.
All right, man. Considered one of the best albums of all time. A perfect album. The fastest selling album of all time. We're talking about Fleetwood Mac's Rumors. It's 40 years on Saturday, the 4th.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And honestly, how did they make this album?
I was talking to Laurel about it. We could do that.
Yeah, how did they make, like...
a lot of self-sacrifice.
Yeah. That's
and a lot of cocaine.
Yeah, I was going to say, drugs were involved. Copious amounts of drugs were involved.
Honestly, that's probably like how they got through the recording, because if they were sober, they probably could not have stood each other. I don't care how good... Me and you can attest that. It doesn't matter how good the music is. That is not enough to keep you together.
No, not at all. And freaking songs like Goddamn You Make Lovin' Fun or Goddamn Life. Yeah, it's me.
Well,
they probably hated it.
No, that was about her new boyfriend, the lighting dude.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. She was actually like the one uplifting voice in the whole band, I feel like. She was the one who was like trying to like, get through it. Like, she never hated John. He just cheated on her and was a dick, so she had to leave him. Like, it was a good.
I mean, I'm surprised they didn't fucking like break. I'm just surprised this album came out. That's all I'm gonna say.
They went on to record like 4 or 5 more albums after this.
Yeah, which is insane to me. And the fact that they fucking still play, like, it blows my mind. 1997, they got back together and they still played. That's insane to me.
Well, sometimes
I'd be done and over with.
Sometimes the music and stuff outlives the other things. But also, though, I was really thinking about it, like, what kind of mental shit did this do to them for the rest of their lives? Like it was like, I don't know how long it took them to record it, but that whole time was toxic. So that the mental toll had to affect them in some way.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it did. I mean,
are any of them married? I didn't look into that. I wonder if any of them are married.
This is the fucked up part. I don't know when or how, but I know at one point the keyboardist was married to John.
Yeah, they were getting divorced. That's part of the thing. They were getting divorced. Stevie Nicks, Buckingham were breaking up, and Fleetwood was going through a divorce.
Yeah, so that was like the only big thing that I knew about, was that they were married. Other than that, I don't know. Like, I can't keep track of who all dated who in this band and who was with who. Like,
what I'm saying is, currently at 2017, are any of them married in a successful relationship, or did this kill relationships for them forever? I'm saying this is the kind of event that like kills that for you, shapes that, like, hardens your heart in a way, puts a wall. You know what I mean? At least honestly, that would happen to me.
I have no idea. I would assume so, but I honestly have no idea.
We're currently looking to hire a tech assistant. We cannot pay you. But if you want to look up shit for us while we don't know it, that would be really cool.
There you go. You go. We'll pay you with smiles and quesadillas. Those are easy to make. Quesadillas. And not cocaine like Fleetwood Mac.
No cocaine, sadly.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, no cocaine.
No cocaine. But we can offer you smiles and quesadillas.
Yes.
Damn.
It's crazy to think about when this album was made. No one knew what AIDS was, and everyone thought cocaine was recreational. They didn't think it was addictive.
Yep.
Is that crazy? That was the world. That was the general knowledge.
That was life, man.
Also, Rolling Stones did not care for Stevie Nicks back in the day.
Ooh, God, they hated her. Like,
did you read the review?
Yes. Holy shit.
Nasally voice, barely talk about her at all. Talk about Christine McAvie and Buckingham the most.
Yep. I was like, damn, dude, Stevie Nicks was fucking awesome, though. But okay.
That's because she was a witch, right? And Rolling Stones does not
like witches. Shit. Apparently not.
You ever hear the Billy Corgan or Dixie Chicks cover of Landslide?
Yeah. It's awesome.
Those are pretty cool. But that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I just saw it in my notes.
I almost like the Dixie Chicks version as much as the actual version. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, push Smashing Pumpkins to the side. The Dixie Chicks version is solid.
It's fucking awesome, yeah.
It plays at work, actually.
God damn, what album is that off of? I can't. Man, we need a tech. I can't remember.
It's off of... Landslide's off of the one before this, the first album with Buckingham and Nicks in the band, just self-titled Fleetwood Mac.
Okay, that's right. Cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Word. Man, you saved my butt. You're a butt saver.
You know. I might not have been able to save it today with 11 times on the shitter, but now, I got you. Wow, it's going to be weird for people who... This is going to be a totally... whatever.
Yeah.
2 different episodes of the shitter.
In a future episode, we'll talk about it more, but long story short, I got horribly, horribly sick, and I was on the shitter 11 times in one day. Some really good tales with that. So if I say stupid things, it's because my mind is fuzzier than a grape that's been rotten and spoiled and has mold all over it.
Hey, you could eat that. It'll be okay.
I did.
Actually, can you pinpoint what got you sick?
No, I have no idea. I there's multiple bugs floating around in my personal life and in my work life, and I think it's a bad culmination of both of them.
Probiotics, bro.
Dude, my stomach right now is the Chronicles of Narnia. It's always hungry and never full because I shit everything out I eat.
That reference makes no sense to me.
What, Chronicles of Narnia? Always winter, but never Christmas.
Oh, okay. And you broke it. You broke it first. I'll see how long the silence would go. All right. Rumors, considered like a template for pop music. It's not that it was a game changer, but Rumors was done perfectly.
Yep.
And I did a full listen last night in the semi-nice headphones I have. And it's true. Everything, every bass note, every drum hit, every vocal harmony, piano melody, guitar strum is perfect.
Yeah.
As much as we can be perfect as human beings.
Yep. Yeah. Honestly, it is. And even if you don't like some of the songs on it, you have to admit they're done textbook perfectly. I
can't say I dislike any of the songs.
Oh, I definitely do too.
Like, I don't particularly always go to Oh Daddy or Songbird, but they're not bad songs.
No.
And then everything after that is legit a hit.
Yeah, like, dude, fucking Gold Dust Woman, oh my god. So good.
Yeah, which apparently Courtney Love covers in her live sets all the time. Ooh. And I want to let it be known that This Is a Sear on My Bone does not like Courtney Love. She killed Kurt Cobain, and anybody can argue with me. I don't care. I believe that.
I believe it too.
Don't you cover Fleetwood Mac, Courtney Love? Why do you get to be alive and be successful? Why?
Why can't
I wish people could see my arm going. I'm so angry.
He's like punching the air or Laurel outside the screen. I can't tell which.
I'm not hitting Laurel. I'm not an abuser. Ow. Shit. So Secondhand News wasn't a single or anything, but I mean, like, it's immediately likable song. Like, Buckingham definitely is a good guitar player.
But you know what's cool about Secondhand News is the vocal panning.
Oh, yeah!
That's incredible.
The mixing is insane.
The mix is insane on that song.
Bow, 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 do, 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 bow. And the guitar solo is pretty clutch at the end.
Yep. Clutch. Nice.
Picture this, folks. You have a couple in an on and off again shitty relationship breaking up. One of them singing about how one's like a kind of a cheating whore, and that cheating whore is singing harmonies.
Yeah.
So
that's the whole like tempo and vibe of this entire fucking album.
Yeah, and yeah, the first song, it sets the mood like this is gonna sound really happy, but it's not.
No, not at all.
And that was one of the things that was amazing about it back in the days. Like, this album sounds so happy, but it's like not happy at all.
Yeah.
I've never I've heard about like bad relationships in bands and there being crazy times, but like nothing like this album. Like, it's why it's so classic and it's so known. It's like once in a lifetime album.
It's why it sold so many fucking copies.
Do you know
people wanted to know the music behind the story?
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed.
And they're just good songs.
Yeah.
Do you know what number album this is in their canon?
It's like 11, isn't it?
It's their 11th album.
Yeah.
This is pretty much a brand new band. Fleetwood Mac like went through like many stages, and at this point, I mean, I guess they keep it was a good name, but like pretty much a new band. When Buckingham and Nicks came, it was over.
It was totally different. Yeah.
Listen to the Buckingham Nicks album. Like, so much of that sound came from that, and even I Don't Want to Know was a Buckingham Nicks song. They just needed another song because the one that Stevie wrote for it, I forget the name of it, but was way too long.
Damn.
I don't want to know reason. Oh, every song. Dreams. Do you know that she wrote that, like, in the studio, and then, like, the band learned it, like, in a few minutes, and, like, her first vocal take, which, like, the drums cutting into it was, like, the first take they used.
Damn. That's impressive as hell.
Like, yeah, she was bored sitting there while they were doing the technical shit. She's like, I'm gonna go play this piano, and wrote Dreams.
That's fucking awesome. Like, the fact that people can do stuff like that is absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane.
You just gotta let go and let the musical great spirit flow through you, man, and let it just use it.
Yeah.
Be its vessel. There's mathematics. There's studying to do to it, I guess, but in reality, it all comes to the moment.
The best songs are the ones that you can't write on paper.
Do you know what's really interesting to look at lyrics real quick? The line "players only love you when they're playing" actually was meant to be about musicians.
Oh, damn.
But it also kind of goes with players too.
You know, being a cheating whore.
How do you say that double
entendre?
Yes.
Double entendre?
That's it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it.
That's what this line is, but it's like it's really funny how like no, she was just being literal. Like, cause think most musicians, artists, and stuff like they want validation. They want you they like you and you like them. And,
yep.
I'm not saying that's about everybody. I'm generalizing a little bit.
But I mean, it's not true.
But Dreams is that's like ingrained in our beings.
Yeah.
A lot of these songs are ingrained. Like the skip Never Going Back because it's kind of just a transitional song and it's great, but it's not a single. Don't Stop. Every time I hear Don't Stop, I'm like, this song's on this album? That's a Fleetwood Mac song?
Yeah, dude. A fucking, dude, Go Your Own Way. That's my favorite song on the album. That song is just,
And it's classic.
It's classic, yeah.
And
like, it's perfect classic rock.
Yes! The template, man.
Yeah.
And I could, and I would, you could go your way. Like, I don't care who you are. There's some part of you that likes Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
Everybody in some way is like, I like Fleetwood Mac. So,
or they like something that Fleetwood Mac inspired.
True.
But that's a lot of shit.
This is Go Your Own Way is Buckingham's response to Dreams. Did you know that?
That's what I figured, actually. I was like, that's definitely,
Talking about cheating, Stevie. I'm sure he cheated too, though, so.
Yeah.
Jumping back to Never Going Back Again, it's talking about him with a rebound girl and thinking his life's perfect. Like, no, you're just happy for a second.
Because you have a rebound, yeah.
Yeah, that's all. That's all that is. But the line in "Go Your Own Way" when you say it's you can call it another lonely day. You know.
Yeah.
I always sang that line, and it's funny because it's the response to Dreams. I always sang that line as a, you can call it thunder another day, but it's you could call it another lonely day. I've been listening to this song since I can remember breathing.
It's like before Google happened, you would just misread the lyrics until you actually sat down and read the lyrics, or until someone told you were wrong and your heart was shattered. Because you realized everything you thought you knew about that song was a lie.
Yeah, like you thought someone fixed the lyrics on you, and you ever like, well, that song meant so much to me, and now that lyric isn't there,
it doesn't. Yeah,
I question my existence a little bit.
Dude, that's why I hate half of Creed's music, because the lyrics got changed.
Oh God, I think there's some other reasons I hate Creed there too.
Let's talk more about Chevelle, please.
Yes, always Chevelle.
Always Chevelle.
Oh, and then you get the chain.
Yeah.
Which is like, Dreams, Don't Stop, Go Your Own Way, and the chain, which is listen to the wind blow,
and that's how the second half is. Like, damn, dude, the second half does not. Granted, I guess it starts off with Songbird, but it still picks up. Like, which is start to finish. This is amazing.
It's a perfect album. Like Songbird, it's a piano ballad. It's soft. It's I love Christine McAvie. She might be my favorite member of Fleetwood Mac, honestly. Like my favorite. I'll talk about my favorite song on the album in a second, but I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna skip the chain. We'll go back to it. But "You Make Loving Fun" is my favorite Fleetwood Mac song.
Nice, like just favorite Fleetwood Mac song ever.
Well, I do love "Everywhere," which is in their album "Tango in the Night," which actually celebrates the 30-year anniversary sometime this year. But we're probably not going to talk about that one because I only know a few songs off that. But the chorus is my favorite part of the whole album. I was singing the wrong Fleetwood Mac song there. Ooh, you make loving fun.
Yeah.
Oh, the believe in miracles. I can listen to that line over and over again on a loop and just smile all day.
Damn, that's like Australia for you.
Yeah, dude. Oh, you make loving fun. It makes me so happy. Did you know the chain was like 3 songs? They put to one. Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
The chain was something like Stevie had like the chorus of it. I think Buckingham had a part, and then like Fleetwood Mac had this like jam they did, and they kind of like threw together, like almost like a Paranoid Android Radiohead kind of situation, like 3 ideas morphed into one to make one song.
It's really fucking cool, actually.
And I don't know much about Mick Fleetwood as a drummer because I haven't listened to like too much Fleetwood Mac besides like this album and now that Mystery to Me, which I've been telling everybody to listen to all week on this thing.
Yeah.
The simplistic drumming that he does on this album is so perfect. Like it's weirdly perfect. Like listening to I'm listening to it, and as a drummer, I always want more and stuff. But I'm just like listening. It's like every hit is just placed so like I forget. It might be the chain. It might be the chain, but there's just like this beat he does. It's so simple, but it's just so perfectly.
You don't need to be complex to be good. Like, yeah.
Oh, it's Secondhand News. That drum beat in Secondhand News is really cool.
Right.
And then so Oh Daddy is written about Mick Fleetwood and his divorce.
Oh Daddy.
Because they called him Big Daddy because he was like the figurehead of the band and would get shit done, and like usually his decisions usually panned out.
Were the ones that stuck, Yeah,
and it's funny, like the song talks about like in the beginning it's like a woman not feeling worthy of a man, and then like feeling like she can't leave and stuff. And what some shitty relationships they all found themselves in.
Yeah, dude, horrible. Like, Jesus Christ, I can't even imagine. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I can.
Oh, okay. And then we end with Go Dust Woman.
which is so good. One of my favorites on this album.
Oh yeah. Feel bad, make you feel down.
It's beautiful in a saucy type of way. It's the best way to explain it.
Yeah, just a song about being in a bad relationship, like the rest of the album, and doing a ton of drugs, and living in LA, and
doing a lot of drugs.
I recommend anyone go onto the Fleetwood Mac Wikipedia page and go into the rumor section and just read up the album. It's so interesting. Yeah. And like, there's like a little the MTV's or VH1 whatever behind the music. It's really shitty quality, but like it's mostly on YouTube, not the whole thing, but a lot of it, and that was really it's really interesting to see what all went into that. But Mick Fleetwood remembers at the start of the recording of Go Dust Woman, Stevie, like they were she was in like her room or whatever part of the studio with all the lights on, and as the recording went on, she dimmed the lights more and more and got like more withdrawn into herself and like had Kleenexes and had to have like Vicks vapor, and mineral water and stuff, and by 4 a.m. she finally got her like the take.
Damn.
Isn't that neat?
Damn, that's insane.
It's the prime example of just people sacrificing for their art.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a reason it's so good. There's a reason it's diamond status.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason it's the staple of soft rock. And it is.
Or just pop.
Yeah.
Classic rock. Like, this album sold 800,000 albums a week. Like, that was insane back then.
That's insane now. Think about how many people are in the goddamn world. 800,000 a week.
A week. I don't know how long. And I know it like was consecutively a number one album for like well into the 30s and 40s like weeks.
Yeah. I mean, it's considered one of the best albums of all time. Like,
funny enough, though, they only have ever had one number one hit.
Really?
Yeah, Dreams. It's the only number one hit they've had.
Damn.
People can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm correct on that.
It's very interesting, that's for sure. Yeah. What a just amazing album, hands down. Yeah. I honestly, thinking about it, looking at the track listing again, just re-looking over everything, I got to give it like 8 moldy old grapes and some wrongly aged scotch.
What Matt's trying to say is it's a 5 out of 5. It's a great album.
It's a 5 out of 5.
Oh, yeah. An album that could only be made once because I don't think anyone could survive making it twice.
No, I don't think anyone... I'm pretty sure there's a member that's not listed because they were brutally murdered in the making of this.
I don't know if anyone should ever do that. Is art really worth that much? I don't know.
No. I don't think
know.
So.
I don't know.
Apparently, it's worth 800,000 copies a week, though.
Oh, if you're looking at monetarily, then yeah. It is.
Then yes.
All right. Thanks so much for talking about this with me, man, buddy. I've been excited to talk about rumors.
This was a blast. Great fucking time, that's for sure.
Yeah. Have fun in your adventures in the next coming months.
Will do. It'll be a good time, but sort of.
I can't wait to get you back on here. Be safe.
Oh yeah.
Give us updates and stuff. Call me whenever you can.
I'll pop in every once in a while. I'll have some funny stuff, I'm sure. Some interesting stuff. Gonna still be listening to the new tunes, so can't wait to see what's coming up.
Text me. I'll give updates to people for you.
Hell yeah. Set and Setting's coming, man. Set and Setting's gonna be my next listen. I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah, do that and check out Sacred Paws and that Horse Thief album. Actually, not every song, but there's some clutch songs on there.
Absolutely.
Thursday.
So I totally waited like way too long to talk to you about this, like I always do, because it was like 5 days ago, and I'm a putz, and I it's just how I work. But Laurel, you went to BroadwayCon last weekend at Jacob Javits Center, and you saw some cool stuff and some musicals that are happening. What'd you see? What were some of the musical showcases or vendors, or what were some cool stuff you saw at BroadwayCon this year? The second BroadwayCon, right?
Yes, the second ever BroadwayCon, BroadwayCon 2017. There was no blizzard this year. That was good. One of my favorite parts is always the panel about what's new coming to Broadway. That was really exciting.
What's new?
Amelie is coming in the 2017 season.
And Amelie is that French foreign film that's always on Netflix that the girl looks real cute in the cover, right?
Correct. And
who's playing her?
Our very own Philippa Sue from Hamilton. She originated the role of Eliza Schuyler, and now she will be Amelie. Very excited to see her in that.
What else is coming?
Oh, wow. I don't know if Hello Dolly has started running yet, but Hello Dolly is coming back with Bette Midler. It's a very old show.
Hello, Dolly. This is Louis Dolly. It's so glad to have you back where you belong. Is that song from that musical?
I don't know. I don't know if that's in...
I mean, that's Louis. That's a white 23-year-old male doing a Louis Armstrong impression. It's probably in there,
but not like that.
Oh, you gotta hear that. It's so good. Oh, you're looking swell, Dolly.
But yeah, I really want
to... I can tell, Dolly.
I really want to see...
You keep blowing. You keep going.
You suck.
You're really excited to see what?
To see Bette Midler. She's coming to Broadway.
Bette Midler. So you're excited to see Bette Midler and Hello Godly. Hello Dolly. What else is coming?
Oh boy.
Did they talk about Sweeney Todd?
Oh yes, they did talk about Sweeney Todd. So, the new reimagined Sweeney Todd coming to the States is in London. I don't know if it's still running in London, but it had been. Funny story about it. The producer, I guess, was just walking down the streets one day in London, saw a pie shop that really intrigued them, walked in and were like, hey, we're going to close you down like an hour early every night, and you're going to let us perform here. Is that okay? And they were like, yeah, that's chill. So they performed Sweeney Todd in an actual pie shop, which is really cool. Mm-hmm. So when they bring it over here, they're rebuilding the pie shop from London to be put on stage so we can all have the same experience, because obviously that was really cool to see Sweeney Todd in an actual pie shop.
Or upon further investigation, Ryan and I saw that maybe they're turning a small studio theater space into a full pie shop, maybe, right?
I doubt they would do that with a theater. I doubt someone who owns and runs a theater would let them do that.
For discussion's sake.
But I was the one at BroadwayCon. So, anyways.
What else is coming?
I heard a song from a new musical about, what's his face? About Hunter S. Thompson. So that'll be interesting.
How was the song?
I wasn't really a fan of the song. It didn't really seem to fit anything Hunter S. Thompson
Yeah, was it real musical-ish?
It was musical theater, yes. But out of context, you don't know how it's going to fit in.
Was it like a dance number? Was Hunter S. Thompson dancing?
No.
Well, I'm just saying. I had a journalism class, and I picked him to be my journalist. I would learn about, and I watched Fear and Loathing, and like Hunter S. I just can't picture him even remotely dancing in a musical.
I doubt they're gonna have him dance.
Unless it was like a drug-induced, just tripping out with a gun in his hand.
Dance.
And singing. I didn't think the Tupac musical would work. It didn't. I don't think the Hunter S. Thompson musical will work. There's just some things that don't work.
Hey, a lot of people didn't think Hamilton would work. Cricket.
Yeah, but I don't know.
A lot of people thought Lin was crazy when he said
Hunter S. Thompson.
If someone walked up to you and said, I'm going to write a hip-hop rap musical about the guy on the $10 bill, you would think they were stupid, right?
But that idea is so crazy. It like has to work. Hunter S. Thompson, he would like probably punch you in the mouth, lady or man, if you said you wanted to make a musical about his life. He once covered the Kentucky Derby for Rolling Stone, and he just wrote about all the people in the stands.
Yeah.
And described that. Yeah, it's hilarious. He's so great. Hey, what else? What else is coming to Broadway? And these are all on Broadway, not off Broadway. They talk about at BroadwayCon.
I believe so. I believe they're all coming to actual Broadway. Okay. I know Amelie is. Not sure about Sweeney, because for some reason Ryan thought it was off Broadway, but I don't know. It could be. Not really sure.
You were the one at BroadwayCon.
Hey, shut up. I can't remember what else was there for new musicals. Those were, like, the ones that I'm most excited about.
You had some autograph signings, too. You met some people, right?
Oh, yeah. I met Andrew Keenan-Bolger and Celia Keenan-Bolger.
And for people who are huge musical geeks.
They are brother and sister Broadway duo. Well, they don't do things together, but...
What have they been
They're
in,
both
or
on
what
Broadway.
Are they currently in?
Andrew Keenan-Bolger, I feel like, has been in a little more, or at least more of what I have heard of. He was Crutchy in Newsies with Jeremy Jordan. He just finished Tuck Everlasting. When did it close? In the fall? Something like that.
All right.
He was in Tuck Everlasting. Yeah, so he's been around. Celia Keenan-Bolger, I'm not really familiar with a lot of what she was in. I know that for
So you saw the Keenan Boggers. Who else?
Keenan-Bolgers.
Who else did you meet?
I was supposed to meet Michael Cerveris, but now you're bringing up really awful memories of me not actually knowing when my autograph session was.
Didn't know if there was someone else that you met. I
No.
wasn't going to bring up you missing December. Or is it September? So, you saw new Broadway musicals that are coming. You met some people. You went and saw some different vendors and stuff. But also, the first year of Broadway Con, there was a huge snowstorm that kind of messed with stuff. So they kind of did a spur of the moment thing. That they're making an annual thing. And I think it's actually a really cool... That's the one thing I would like to do if I ever went to Broadway Con, is just sit on this, because it just sounds like an interesting time. But go ahead and tell.
Yeah, it was really cool. Last year, the second day of Broadway Con, Saturday, there was a huge blizzard in New York City. So a lot of the speakers and performers couldn't actually show up, so they had to kind of piece things together as they went along and figure out what to do while all these people were stranded at the Midtown.
Was the Hilton?
Yes, Midtown Hilton. Anyways.
Yeah, because I remember you're like, you're at the Hilton.
So anyways, created this thing last year to make up for like a good hour's worth of just lost programming. They called it the Broadway Con Blizzard Party Line, and basically the creative heads of Broadway Con, Anthony Rapp, who is co-creator, Melissa, I think her last name's Anelli. She is one of the heads of Mischief Management Company, which is the company who does like all of your Harry Potter cons, like your Leaky Con and stuff like that. They are the creative heads behind. Her and Anthony Rapp are really great friends in there, who created Broadway Con, which is really cool. But anyways, all the creative heads sat on stage on a couch and drank some wine and just called up any Broadway star they had in their contact list, or that they could FaceTime. So that was cool. Like last year, we FaceTimed with Audra McDonald and Harvey Fierstein and Harvey, who is just in Hairspray Live.
Ooh, I know, he did good.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Last year we called Patti LuPone, and she was supposed to send us pizza, and she never did.
Oh, Patti.
Yeah. Yeah. So this year they did it again. We got to speak with James Monroe Iglehart. We got to speak with...
Do we get down to the brass tacks? We're like, Patti, where's the pizza?
We didn't call her this year.
Oh.
Yeah. We spoke with Idina Menzel and Billy Porter and...
Which Idina was at the park with her child.
Yeah, right? She was in her SUV watching her child play across the street, play basketball with his friends.
Oh, he's an older child.
He's like 8, I think.
Okay. Hey, what is she doing? You gotta get out of the SUV, run across the street.
She was FaceTiming with Broadway Con.
Can't be outside.
Oh, Kristen
I'm
Chenoweth.
so worried about her child.
Was my favorite part. We FaceTimed with her, and she was getting her hair curled. She had rollers all through her hair. She was getting her hair done for her show that night. So nice.
Actual like singing show or a musical?
Tour.
Like a tour, yeah.
A tour with her own music.
Yeah, she's the kind of performer that can like get away with do tours.
Well,
and
Idina
stuff.
does that too. Idina's
her too. But well, I'm just saying, not every Broadway star could get up like I'm gonna tour and everyone's gonna listen.
Exactly,
to me.
but her and
but
Idina, they were
voices.
the original, the original Glinda and Alphaba
but even getting
and
rid
Wicked.
of, but
forgetting
about
it's
Idina,
such a cult classic. It's still running. There are little girls who freak out over Wicked every fucking day. Idina and Kristen are icons, so
yeah,
they get their own tours.
Yeah, but I'm totally agreeing with you, and I'm just trying to.
I
I'm
know.
just trying to bring up one point that like she has such a unique voice too. Like Dina, like whatever, but like Kristen, like it's what's that one? You guys can find this on YouTube. But what's that song? Is about the mouse or something in the apartment or something?
Oh
or...
no, 14G is about the girls above and below her who are like tap dancing and singing and stuff.
Whatever. But that's her though, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a cool song. But yeah. Anything else Broadway Con?
No, well, I mean yeah, but
wasn't there like 5 billion cons happening while you were there? Like, wasn't there like a boat thing happening? Did someone like throw you on a boat and said the implication?
No, Dennis, they did not. But yeah, I was at the Javits Center, which is the New York City Convention Center. So there were, I guess there's always things going on. There was a travel show, there was a boat show, there were a few business things.
It's New York, the city that never sleeps. There's always things going on.
Well, yeah. It's just not used to that. The David L. Lawrence Convention Center is vacant for most of its time.
Is it?
I feel like it is.
Maybe. I remember, though, when I went to a Jubilee Christian Conference, there was a car show happening at the same time. Yeah, I remember being like, I want to go to the car show.
There was a car show happening during state choir my sophomore year. When you
What's up with that? What's up with we're gonna have a car show. Any event that's happening, there's a car show happening. Anything else? Broadway Con?
No. Well, Leslie Margarita had her variety hour. That was fun.
Oh.
Because last year she was like the only celebrity who was able to get to us during the blizzard, so she became like the queen of Broadway Con. She was at every panel. She was every panel. So they gave her her own variety hour this year. It was great. She's a huge Star Wars nerd, so she got all of her fellow Broadway stars who are also Star Wars nerds, and she wrote a Star Wars musical. It was quite entertaining.
Nice. Yeah, that's
funny.
If they ever could make that happen, that'll piss off some people. But like, if they could do that, cool. Could you imagine like a choreographed lightsaber battle on stage?
Hell yeah.
Let's give the people time to think about that.
I could go for that.
Yeah, it's cool, right? You're thinking about it. Oh, the bungee cords and shit they could have. Oh man, rotating stage. Oh man, someone needs. Do not let George Lucas be involved. He'll ruin it.
Yeah, don't tell him about it.
Misa gusta Annie. Misa Jaja. All right, I think we talked about Broadway Con. Before I let you and I go off into the wild, wild heartland of America, Rumors is celebrating 40 years on Saturday. Matt and I talked about it yesterday. Do you want to give the people your thoughts about that album?
It's one of my favorite things in the world. My favorite song is I Don't Want to Know the Reasons Why Love Keeps.
You know what's funny about that song?
What?
That was a Buckingham Nicks song
Really?
that they never recorded. They played live, and they needed Stevie wrote a song. I forget what it's called, but it was too long for the album. So Lindsay was like, we're just going to use this one.
Well, good job, Lindsey Buckingham, because that's my favorite song on the album.
And it's one of the more positive ones because it's away from the breakup-drenched sadness that the rest of the album is because it was beforehand. And it's just catchy.
Basically, the later part of summer and all of fall of 2016, Rumors was all I listened to. That and Pine Grove. Cardinal by Pine Grove.
But yeah. Fleetwood Mac's Rumors is like, I've done a bunch of research for the podcast on it, and a lot of people said it's not that it's like, the game, it's a game changing album or it's any of this. It's just perfect.
Yeah, it's just really great.
It's perfectly done.
Every song
you need to listen in my nice headphones. Like, it's great. Like the mix and stuff. It's an insane. My favorite is You Make Loving Fun. Mm-hmm. Which you gotta love Christine McAvie for being like the one voice of like positivity through it all. Yeah. She did Don't Stop. She Songbird, Oh Daddy, like she penned all those songs. Mm-hmm. Interesting enough, Stevie Nicks only wrote Dreams and Go Dust Woman. And she's like the biggest one out of all of them. Mm-hmm. Lindsey Buckingham wrote most of the songs. But Happy birthday. Happy anniversary, Rumors, in a few days. All right. This was a cool experiment in doing the week-long recording. And this is how the show is going to be formatted from now on. Thanks so much for listening, everybody. This was episode 85, an experimental episode.
Yeah.
Thanks for talking with me on Thursday, Laurel. High five. Hit it, baby Dave.